It is officially halfway through the NFL season, and what better time than now to introduce our 2025 Midseason NFL Awards. Disclaimer, these are all my opinions, so any of your opinions may be different from mine, so please be civil in the comments. If you have facts to back it up, go ahead and feel free to write them down. But without further ado, let's get right into it with our Coach of the Year, Mike Vrabel. Look, over the course of 9 weeks, this guy completely changed the culture inside New England. He literally turned Drake May into an MVP candidate. It was either up to him or Shane Steichen because of how he turned the Colts into a playoff contender, but personally I chose Vrabel because the culture in New England needed a culture shock. And with him being a former Patriot and him playing under Tom Brady and Bill Belichick, it completely revived the championship aspect of the whole Patriots organization. For Comeback Player of the Year, it was down to either Christian McCaffrey or Daniel Jones, but because of the whole coming back from the injury aspect of the Comeback Player of the Year award, I decided to go with Christian McCaffrey because he came back from Achilles tendonitis, which is a lingering injury that can affect the career of so many players in the NFL. But he came back from that and carried the Niners team on his back after 9 weeks. Listen to these stats right here. 1,222 all-purpose yards and 8 total touchdowns, which leads the team. And not only that, he leads the team in most offensive stats. If that's not Comeback Player of the Year award material, I don't know what is. You guys are going to flame me in the comments for saying this. But for Offensive Rookie of the Year, I chose Jackson Dart over Emeka Egbuka. And here's why. He literally saved his head coach's job. Brian Daboll has done such a great job at developing this guy with his consistent and steady play on offense. And here are the stats to back it up. 1,426 all-purpose yards and 15 total touchdowns, including a TD to INT ratio passing of 10-3, which is 3 1/3 repeating. I don't know you mathematics out there. But anyway, guys, Jackson Dart for Offensive Rookie of the Year. Prove me wrong. Defensive Rookie of the Year is kind of up for debate because there are not a lot of rookies that came out of the 2025 draft class that came out firing on all cylinders like they should have. Abdul Carter, 3rd overall pick. Jihad Campbell, steal for the Eagles. Nicky Minwari, projected 1st round pick to the Seahawks, but he fell to the 2nd round. But that's not what that matters right here. What matters is the productivity of these guys. But they didn't show out a lot. But if I had to pick one rookie that had to win the award, it's Abdul Carter. Why? Because his time from the snap to the quarterback pressure is the fastest in the NFL. Like, I can't even count how many seconds it takes for him to get the snap off to the quarterback, the fastest that he can do. But that time from the snap to the QB pressure can make a huge difference in the passing defense game, especially when it comes to a Giants defense that has some of the best pass rushers in the NFL, like Brian Burns, Kayvon Thibodeau, Dexter Lawrence up the middle, and you subbing in Abdul Carter in between, it makes a huge difference. Abdul Carter is going to be a superstar someday. I'll leave it up to you guys in the comments for this one, but I think Abdul Carter is going to be the best fit for this award, in my opinion. There should be no question who's winning Offensive Player of the Year. It's Jonathan Taylor. The stats back it up here. 1,113 all-purpose yards, 14 total touchdowns, and quite possibly he's the biggest contributor on the highest scoring offense in the NFL, including a fact where he had 4 straight games with 3+ total rushing touchdowns, which is the most in NFL history. With that being said, Jonathan Taylor is having one hell of a season. Hell, if he gets lucky, he'll win NFL MVP. The Defensive Player of the Year award should have no question. It's Myles Garrett. The stats back it up too. He may have 22 solo tackles, but 10 sacks, which is 2nd in the NFL, including a 5-sack game in a loss to the New England Patriots. But with these stats right here, he's on pace to tie TJ Watt's sack record with 21.5. And not only that, but Myles Garrett is simply making the most out of the terrible situation he's in Cleveland right now. He demanded a trade, but he got the big contract extension in the long run. But good for Myles Garrett. He's still a big defensive contributor on Cleveland. But Myles Garrett, Defensive Player of the Year. And last but not least, our NFL MVP mid-season is Drake May. The most efficient quarterback in the league. I'm sorry, Josh Allen. Why I say he's the most efficient QB in the league? Let me explain. So through 9 games that he's played, he has a 74.1% completion rate, including a 91.2% completion rate game against the Tennessee Titans. Also, the stats back it up big time. The TD to INT ratio of 17-4 makes it a 4.25 on the scale, which is incredibly insane. And not to mention 2,555 all-purpose yards and 19 total touchdowns, which gives him a 5th-ranked QB rate of a 74.0. If that doesn't say MVP, I don't know what will. But in all seriousness, no, I'm giving it to Drake May simply because that he's the most underrated QB in the NFL, and if you say he's overrated, prove me wrong. But no, he's got a great coach in Mike Vrabel who is willing to develop him as a defensive-minded expert. He's got a great offensive line up front protecting him, giving up not a lot of sacks, but Will Campbell is really starting to grow into question for me. Then again, Will Campbell is a rookie, and he will develop over time. But no, Drake May is a great quarterback. He's willing to throw on the run if he needs to. He's willing to make the reads possible to get it to ball to his receivers, such as Demario Douglas, Kayshon Boutte. Even a aging, retiring Stephon Diggs is getting touchdowns because of Drake May. He's getting all the touches. He's getting all the touchdowns in fantasy football thanks to Drake May. So, if that doesn't speak NFL MVP to you, prove me wrong in the comments. Thank you all for watching my Midseason NFL Awards. If you guys have your own opinions on who you think should win these awards, drop them down below in the comments and I'll let you guys know what I think. Now, don't worry guys, I'll still be continuing to post here on YouTube and on TikTok throughout the rest of the NFL season, including my game picks, Bust Anonymous, and a bunch of other skits and content that you guys want to see. So, let me know down below in the comments what you want to see, and also drop a follow on TikTok and click that thick subscribe button down below so you guys don't miss out on any more content like this. And until next time, I'll see everybody later. Have a great day.